Welcome back. Former Bison quarterback Cam Miller joined Carson Wentz, Easton Stick, and Trey Lance as the fourth NDSU quarterback to be drafted in the last 10 years. At 6 o'clock, we showed part of Miller's conversation with our John Jacklin. Here's part 2.
Sixth-round pick by the Las Vegas Raiders. When you hear that you're going to be selected, what was that moment like? Tell me about it.
A lot of emotions. I didn't think that I would get emotional when that happened. Even like the morning of, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to cry when this happens. I think it really just kind of hit me when I got the phone call, and after the phone call, of just all the work that I put in from when I was a little kid throwing the ball with my dad in the backyard, and trying to emulate being, Peyton Manning and, all those guys. And then for it to finally become a reality for me was just, it all hit me at once. For me, it was really satisfying and gratifying because I'm not the biggest guy, I'm not the strongest, not the fastest, my intangibles aren't always there, but I think just the people that have been in my life have all helped me get to this point, and I'm extremely grateful for all of them. And so there was a lot of emotions, yeah.
What's it like going into the NFL as a rookie, whether it be first-round pick or late-round pick or undrafted? Because you got to know when all those emotions come in with the phone call and being selected, there's so much work ahead of you, that's
Right.
in the back of your mind.
Yeah, so I always try to follow the 24-hour rule. So when I got drafted, I, had a lot of fun for 24 hours. But then after that, it was time to get back to work and diving into the playbook. I think I had like 10 days before I had to be out there in Vegas from the time I got the call, and tried to study as much as I could. And when I got there, the entire playbook was in. So it makes it really difficult for a rookie to learn so much verbiage. And really, it's the same game, but the NFL, they do a lot of different stuff as well. Having to learn that was difficult, but there was a lot of people along the way that helped me through that process.
Talk about what this whole summer has been like and what
Yeah.
you're looking forward to about training camp out there in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Just getting back on the field, competing with the guys, and just trying to improve and give myself the best opportunity to make the team. There's no guarantees in the NFL, and I learned that over the last month, seeing guys come into the facility and then the next week they're cut. That's just the reality of it. Right now I'm trying to balance, trying to relax just a little bit because I know it's a long season ahead, but then at the same time I'm trying to prepare and trying to become the best version of myself going into when we start. So,
Cam Miller, national championship winning quarterback and Las Vegas Raiders quarterback. Good to meet you, man.
nice meeting you too.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
season.
Now, rookies will report to Raiders training camp in Henderson, Nevada on July 17th. The Minot Hot Tots hosted the Bismarck Larks tonight at Corbett in the latest installment of the Dakota Dust-Up rivalry. Let's head out to the ballpark. Minot was up 1-0 in the second inning. Tots flashing some leather early on here. They get the force out at second, unable to record the double play though. But moments later, the Larks would try to steal second. Tots say, no way. Runner is picked off and Minot would get out of the inning. Bismarck would show some good defense too, though, especially their left fielder. Look at these plays. This moonshot to left had warning track power, but as you can see here, they get the out. And then on the very next pitch, the next batter, Minot goes back to left field, and that left fielder makes a sliding catch right along the line to end the inning. The Larks would end up scoring 2, and they edge out the Tots 2-1 for the win. These same two teams tomorrow with a 4:05 first pitch on Independence Day. Now, this Twins up and down season continues. They drop another one to the Marlins on the road. Well, tonight was the second night of action at Mandan Rodeo Days. Let's ride. Starting things off with some bareback bronc riding. Jaco Roper holding steady. He's getting bucked pretty hard here. He stays on. 89.5 is the final score for the man from Oklahoma. That takes real skill. Look at that. Garrett Shadbolt up next. Merriman, Nebraska native is going to lose his hat, but still gets an 85.5 for his trouble. And then we go on to steer wrestling. Joe Nelson, that's Watford City's very own. How about this? He manages in just 4 seconds. That's what I call talent. Hey, that's all we have in sports, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.